The roots of this rivalry run deep, tracing back to the end of World War II. As described in John Lewis Gaddis's The Cold War: A New History, the United States emerged from the war as a superpower, while China, ravaged by years of conflict and civil war, was trying to find its footing under a new communist regime. The Korean War in the early 50s was the first significant flashpoint. As Bruce Cummings explains in The Korean War: A History, the United States and China found themselves on opposing sides, driving a wedge between the two nations. Fast forward to the 60s, the Vietnam War further strained relations. As Stanley Karnow illustrates in Vietnam: A History, America's intervention against the Communist North, backed by China, deepened the divide. In the late 70s, the United States formally recognized the People's Republic of China, a significant shift that Graham Allison discusses in Destined for War: Can America and China Escape Thucydides's Trap? Yet even this diplomatic breakthrough couldn't erase the decades of tension. The 90s brought economic competition into the mix. As detailed in Bill Clinton's Back to Work: Why We Need Smart Government for a Strong Economy, China's rapid economic growth began to challenge America's global dominance. The turn of the millennium saw the issue of Taiwan come to the forefront. Richard C. Bush's Uncharted Strait: The Future of China-Taiwan Relations outlines how Taiwan's desire for independence, backed by the United States, has been a thorn in the side of China-US relations. Cybersecurity emerged as another bone of contention in the late 2000s, as described in Adam Siegel's The Hacked World Order: How Nations Fight, Trade, Maneuver and Manipulate in the Digital Age. The United States accused China of cyber espionage, further straining ties. The last decade has seen the South China Sea dispute escalate, with both nations asserting their influence in the region. Bill Hayton's The South China Sea: The Struggle for Power in Asia provides an in-depth analysis of this issue. The election of Donald Trump in 2016 marked another turning point. His aggressive approach towards China, chronicled in Bob Woodward's Fear: Trump in the White House, led to a trade war that exacerbated tensions. Lastly, the COVID-19 pandemic has added a new dimension to the rivalry. As detailed in Fareed Zakaria's 10 Lessons for a Post-Pandemic World, accusations and blame between the two nations have further soured relations. In summary, the causes of the US-China rivalry are multifaceted and complex. They span decades, encompassing wars, economic competition, territorial disputes, and now, a global pandemic. As these two superpowers continue to jostle for dominance, the world watches, waiting to see how this rivalry will shape the future.